All right, guys, welcome back. Going into the final hour here of RollPlay Swan Song. Adam, what's up?
Well, you drive off, and I guess the plan here is to go to the Midari garage.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We're
Pick
driving
up
straight
point.
there.
Okay. All right. So you head out that way, and yeah, and I think that we see you kind of pulling into that neighborhood and heading towards the facility. Yeah, you park outside. And what do you want to do?
I have Alfarius join me and tell Piani and Eric to stay inside. Walk up to the gate, knock again.
Captain Higgins, before we go in there,
Yes.
may I kill the woman that kept us outside?
I mean, let's get a head count of how many people are inside. You just got to keep in mind these are the people paying us. So if we end up killing one of them, they might not like that. But, you know, I am all for it.
Understood.
We'll just have to see what the situation is inside.
If you think the situation calls for it, say wobbly boob.
All right, yeah. I got you. I knock.
Okay. Okay. Crackle of the comms. Woman's voice. Oh, you're still alive. Do you have our hyperboat?
Yeah, you got cameras in there. You can see the hyperboat. Let's go. Come on.
I see a truck with a tarp on it.
Well, how the fuck do you want to investigate this, all right? You want me to take the tarp off? You got to look from over yonder. You got to come outside finally.
Why don't you drive it around back? We'll open the door.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
Okay. So you pull it around the back, and yeah, they've got a big loading dock door there. And outside, you can see that there's two guys in just kind of like general looking clothes, regular like workers' clothes, and they're like pulling up a door, and you can see some of the inside of their facility. And yeah, you pull it around the back. There's a woman that comes out as you pull up, and yeah, and she so she's
I shoot her in the head.
yeah, I guess I'm the shooter. Okay, all right. So she's like young, like mid 20s. Same probably like same skin color as Rajani, but like I said, younger. She's wearing camo, like urban camo, like the gray and white camo, like fatigue pants and like a muscle shirt. She's got a gun, but it's holstered at her hip, and she's got some nasty looking like prison tattoos on one arm. And she sees you, and she like waves the truck over and puts her hands up when you get close. And she says, "Captain," to you, Higgs. Like is walking towards you.
I just kind of like put my head up with my eyes, anticipating her next words.
Yeah, she puts her hand out to you.
I look down and say, "I'm not shaking that. I'm sorry. What needs to be done here for us to get paid?"
She looks at you. She's like, "You mercenaries are all the same. So fucking rude."
Yeah, well, you didn't open up the fucking doors when a goddamn spaceship is right above us, all right? Now, where's the fucking money? Here's the boat.
So there's a reason that this is a safe house. It's because we don't open the door every fucking time there's a problem. You were doing your job. We're doing ours. And then she barks something in Pashto at the other guys who go over and like pull the tarp off the boat, and they start like being like ooh ah and like getting excited about it, and then she like snaps at them again, and they're like ugh sorry, and they like start like taking the straps off of it, and
So it's not like a little wooden two-dimensional cardboard cutout of a hyperboat, Adam?
Yeah, it turns out it's just pictures of the hyperboat glued to a box. Yeah, it's a fiberglass model. It's a one-to-one model of the boat. No, it appears to be like a real actual hyperboat. So she says to you, Higgs, she's like, "You're developing quite a reputation in the syndicate."
I just kind of like shake my head. Just like, yeah, of course.
It's like, I had a bet with Rajani that you wouldn't be able to pull this off. I guess I owe her some money, but that's fine. We're all gonna make a lot off of this thing. And she like hits it a couple of times.
As she says that, my like my beard and hair turns into the skull again.
Okay. So they've loaded the hyperboat onto like a grab sled, and they're moving it inside. And she says, "This is good. This is good. So, tell me, how much do the pirates know? They know you have their ship. Is Ngazai gonna talk? Is she alive? Give me the rundown here. What do we need to expect? You might be able to go home, but this is my planet. This is where I work. I need to be prepared."
Well, Kira's alive. They don't know who we sold it to. Her name was never mentioned. Don't even think they knew that we were selling it to anyone, just that we had it. So
Perfect. Good.
I think you're all right. They also think this guy right here is one of the best hyperboat racers in the world, Brumpo Tungus. I like to think he is.
One of the other guys, like when you say Brumpo Tungus, he looks at him, he's like, Brumpo Tungus. And she looks at him and like snaps at him in Pashto. And maybe we get a subtitle that's like, shut up, idiot. Brumpo Tungus isn't even real. And he's like, oh.
And then I'm just like, oh, he's real. He's real.
She says,
All of it.
well,
He's real.
Yeah. All of it. Yeah.
the whole story. Yeah, she says,
Let's
she's like,
say
well,
he left a map to where his current location is.
oh, cool, I see. So it's Brumpo Tungus 2, Brumpo's Gold.
Exactly.
The return of the Tungus.
Yeah, Return of Brumpo Tungus.
Yeah.
So she's like, good, you did the right thing. The Syndicate appreciates loyalty like that. Not telling them about us was the right move. I'm impressed. I'll make sure that you get paid. I'll let Rajani know what happened.
All right. We need transport back to our ship. You got that?
Yes, that's right. 1 second. I have papers. And she goes back inside and comes out with a like a handful of like cred sticks, and she hands them out. And she's like, Rajani organized these for you before you left. They're refugee papers from the south side of the planet. There's been pirate attacks there recently. A lot of people fleeing. You're well, it shouldn't be hard for you, Higgs, but the rest of you, you're ASIN refugees heading back to Vinaya. Once you're there, you can just throw them out. They're single use anyway.
Sounds good. All right, ma'am. I never caught your name, by the way. I'd love to tell Rajani what a stand-up citizen you are.
She looks at you. No, you didn't. And I don't intend to telling it to you. I'm sorry.
Well,
I don't mean to be rude, but...
Well, that is rude, and I'll remember that, too.
Higgs will remember that.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, I'd say it was a pleasure working with you, but it wasn't. But
It was an absolute
thanks anyway.
disgrace. Come on, Brumpo. Let's get out of here. We just turn around, start walking towards our van.
Okay. All right. So the group of you
Ferris
head
lingers
off.
for a second, but then walks out.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you head off. Is there anything else on Asa you want to do before you leave, before you get on your refugee ship and head back to Vinaya?
I think at this point, we just want to get the fuck out of here as fast as possible.
Totally.
I second that.
Okay. So you just take off?
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I need to call Beefcake.
Okay.
I
was
don't
wondering
want to.
about that. I was wondering how the beefsteak epilogue was going to go.
Steak.
Beef stick.
All right. Meat stink. All right. So you, where do you do this? Where do we see you? We cut away like as you leave. And are you calling from like the hotel as everybody else is checking out? Are you calling?
Yeah,
from, like,
that sounds perfect.
Or is it like, or do you meet him in person? Are you like back at the Senior Waffle Burger or whatever?
Okay.
Eating ice cream cones.
Having experienced with relationships between my characters and Adam, I'm going to choose to actually not see him in person and give him a phone call.
So cruel. Okay. All right. So maybe what we see is we see
Maybe a Mirror
Mr.
Shades reference there.
We see Mr. Beefsteak, and he's sitting on a bench, and he's eating. He's got a spoon, and he's eating a cantaloupe, and he's wearing his civilian outfit, so his little denim shorts, and he's just sitting there eating his cantaloupe, and the phone rings, and he puts the cantaloupe down, picks up his phone. Hello.
Beefsteak. It's Piani.
Ah, I was hoping I'd hear from you again. Do you have a lead on the pirates?
I I think actually the pirates now are pretty much, well, they're here, but I don't know where they're at. Although we do know that Kira escaped. She's okay mentally. She's back to normal. You still got some pirates to deal with, though.
It's fine. We got an order from Nganzai. She says the contract's off. I gotta go home. I'm being redeployed to Oninsa.
Oninsa?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I mean, I guess then this news won't be as shocking as I thought it might be, but we're leaving too. In fact, like within the next 15 minutes.
So he stands up, and we see him, like he stands up and his cantaloupe tumbles to the ground. And he's like, but 15 minutes, you're gonna miss the race.
You're right, we are. I've already been deployed to a new job. The race is going forward like it should. I mean, I'm done here.
Well, where are you going?
Wherever they deploy me next. I mean, you know, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to go back to home base and wait for my next assignment.
Listen to me, Piani. You got to be careful around that Brumpo Tungus. The things I've heard about that guy, he's nasty. He's only going to get you in trouble. But you're a tough woman. You can make your own decisions. I just hope. He like takes his sunglasses off, even though no one's around to see it. It's like, I just hope I get to see you again.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Beefsteak, I don't do this often. You can ask my friends, but you send me a Spacebook request and I'll accept it.
Okay, so he's like, you know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will, Piani.
And if I ever come to Anincia, I'm going to look you up.
Good, well, I'll just have to try and stay alive until then.
I certainly hope you do. But I promise you, if I come back to Anincia, it's waffle burgers for everyone.
I don't think they have a waffle burger on Oninsa, but, well, we'll make do. I hear they have great tacos there.
Well, you're from there, aren't you?
He's like, I'm from a lot of places, Piani. We're not really supposed to talk about
Taco
it.
pizza.
All right. Well, Mr. Beefsteak, I'm a better woman for having met you. I appreciate all the help you gave us on this little planet.
You're welcome, Piani. You're welcome. And don't forget, I still owe you that ice cream cone. And you can hear him like kind of choking up. Listen, I should go. I've got military stuff to do.
All right. Well, you know how to contact me anytime and send me that Spacebook. I'll see you on Onitzia.
Goodbye, Piani. He hangs up. And he like slumps down on the bench and just looks at his phone, looks at his cantaloupe upturned on the floor, shakes his head, and I think we pan up to the Asen sky as a bunch of hyperboats go flying by. So, anybody else have any Asen related stuff to do, or are we on the ship and headed out to space to recover the Swan Song?
I just check the newspaper to see if I can hear anything about Kira just being killed.
Okay, no, there are. So, I mean, maybe we cut to you're on the ship and you have some before you've left the system, because it takes a little while to get to the edge of the system before you can teleport out. I think that you get one last news broadcast. Maybe Higgs, you're reading it on your e-paper about about the races, right? Because they took place while you were in space.
Yeah.
So it chalk up another win for El Gato Caliente. There's a picture of him stripped to the waist, wearing his luchador mask, holding his hands up like this, and there's a trophy and someone spraying champagne on him, and it specifically says Brumpo Tungus no show ? And Yeah, and there's like all this speculation, like eyewitness interviews say that they saw Brumpotungus turn into a cloud of bats and fly away, and like all these various like stories about like Brumpotungus and how he like he's dragged back to hell by the devil and couldn't race. And El Gato, the interview with El Gato Caliente, maybe there's like a little like audio clip or whatever of him where he's like, I knew it from the beginning. As soon as I laid eyes on this Brumpotungus, I knew he was a coward. And then he like looks right at the camera, and he's like, "If I ever see you again, Brumpotungus, we will race, and I will win." And there's a footnote about like Kira and Ganzai, like they're like, what happened to Ngunzai? Like what happened to her big ship? And like she's just like disappeared and nobody knows why she didn't race. And apparently people are getting kind of upset because they're like, of course El Gato Caliente won. Like the other two best racers just didn't show up. And so apparently it's like quite an upset in the hyperboat circuit.
Adam, I make sure to download all of the tabloids that are like Brumpo and Ngazai an item, and then like they've like photoshopped images of them together. So maybe there was like someone who captured a snapshot of them like talking in the hall, and like Eric's in the background like with his like data pad or whatever. And then I just like forward them all to Alfarius with a smiley face. Like totally. Not all at once. Like he's got like 15 emails just with a smiley face, and then like an attachment of the tabloid.
Yeah. El Gato, Brumpotungus called back to home planet in alien racing scandal.
Yeah, exactly.
Brumpotungus abducted by Batboy. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so Alfarius, you have all
I think
of
as
these...
he sends that email...
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, you have all these like clippings of like ostentatious stories about Brumpotungus, with like some of them have like blurry photos of you in them.
Yeah.
I think he sends this to me and he smiles and he's like, and he like pounds whatever, he's like sitting on a bench or something like that on the ship or whatever. Runs to Eric and is like, Eric, we completely forgot to take that meeting with the woman at the front room, the front desk.
You're right. She'll be so disappointed.
Is there any way you can get her? Can we call her from here?
Are we like in space?
No, I think you're in warp space now. But I think we like when you're like, is there any way we can get a hold of her? And it cuts back to and I don't know, maybe this would be a good like last scene before we do all the money and experience stuff. It cuts back to there's a room. It looks like a break room. So there's like a poster with a cat hanging from a wire that's like hanging there, baby, and there's some lockers. Yeah. And there's this like sobbing sound, this woman sobbing, and as it pans over, it's Sally Ann, and she's got her hands in her face, and she's just like, just crying. And there's someone standing behind her, rubbing her back, and he's like, "It's okay, it's all over now. He's gone. It's fine." and she's just like, crying into her hands. And then we swish to credits.
Nice.
All right, so so you get paid for the great caper, and as promised, you get 900,000 credits. So you can decide how to split those up as you like.
I think everyone. How do you guys feel about everyone taking 50? And then the rest going towards the ship.
Stand by before you make those calculations, because you owe me 5% of your earnings.
I'll give you 5% of the 50K, which is 1,000 or something like that. But
actually, be 10%. It's actually 2,500.
Oh, I know.
But Higgs, you all heard say. Oh wait.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember this, but I'm willing to go along with it.
So, it was how much a piece?
Well, we have 900K to split
50K each.
So I'm saying 50K each, and then we put the 700,000 to the ship.
So it feels important for you to mention that, on the right market with that kind of money, you could buy 4.5 grav tanks.
It's true.
I think
only to have them taken away, Adam.
Piani like rings in to Higgs and is like, no, it's 5% of the 900K, right?
Well, that would only be like 45,000.
On top of the 50,000 that I get.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, I think what you're positing here is that if you divide it in 4 and then you lose. Higgs gives 5% of that to Piani. Then it's like 112,000 or something.
I
right?
said 5% of my take, specifically. So if we divvy it up 50K, then you can have the 2.5.
Well, aren't you the captain? Don't you take it all and then you divvy it up?
I just
What
stare at
we really
Piani
need
and I
now-
have a knife with a switchblade. I just hit the switchblade and then just stare at Piani. Be
Like, you see this eye, Higgs? I can tell you're scared.
Piani.
And I think
Yeah.
in a moment where you would have expected me to put my hand on yours to like stay your hand, it instead goes underneath your hand and like pushes it upward into like go forth.
All right, I'll just take what you give me.
Okay.
What is that?
So is
how
everyone
we're
okay with
splitting
that though? 700K to the ship and then 50K each?
Yep.
Awesome. Sunbeam is going to be so
You need a ship,
happy.
yeah. This is meant.
Okay, so
Man, I hear they're sinking.
They're yeah.
and then
they're-
I get an extra 2,500, right?
Yes. And I get 48.50.
Awesome.
Yes.
So
47.
the current debt on the Swan Song goes from just under 1.2 million all the way down to 414,769 credits. That's
Let's
the lowest.
do
Nice.
let's do that kind of a job again.
Yeah, for real. That was a big gap.
Yeah.
So let me find-
Mayhaps some experience gets divvied
Yeah,
up
let
as
me
well.
find. So some people did finish their goals.
Damn right.
So Higgs, you resolved 2 of them, and they were both 3 session. Let me just find the reward section in here. See how much these are worth. It's a page I visit so rarely.
Was the one that I didn't get? I didn't kill anyone.
One of my goals is to do something to protect the group, and I think I did that.
Let me take a look. All right. So your goals were contingent, right? Like it was more basically for you. It was sort of one goal, but it was like bigger. You get more experience for doing all 3. So you wanted to get off the planet alive. You wanted to finish the boat job, and you wanted to not. I mean, technically, yeah, you didn't have to kill anybody. So I guess you did get all 3. So okay, for the job itself, what's the average level of the party? Your
I'm
level's
4.
still
I think
3,
Jeff's
4?
5. No, because you're a new character. Jeff,
Yeah,
are you
but-
4?
I'm 4.
He gave me a 5 to start with. So
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, you were whatever.
I don't have my sheet in
Sicarian's-
front of me.
You were whatever Sicarian's level was.
So 4, 4,
I'm
5, 4.
okay.
So average is 4.
4.25.
Yeah, 4.25.
Okay, so for the job, it took. Okay, so everybody, I'm gonna give everybody
Higgs didn't kill Loco.
2,000 experience for the job.
Oh my god, I'm leveling up. Holy
So am I, man.
shit.
So am I.
We're
We're going to roll HP as well, Wheat.
Higgs.
Next time, next show.
No, we're doing it now.
Higgs,
We got time.
Higgs, yeah, I do now. Higgs, you get another 750. And Eric, let me just double check yours. Okay, Eric, you got 1. So you get another 325 for yours.
Okay, that
I
second
didn't
one
know
I'm
that,
I'm
thank
guessing is going to take some more like data retrieval work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
What's the next
Yeah.
level? 25,000. Fuck my life.
Yes. Forced
Adam,
outcome.
you think
I'm
I got one?
so fucking excited.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Because you had a like a broader kind of one, right?
I have one that does do something to protect the group.
And what are you thinking particularly that you did? I mean, I'm not saying you didn't. I'm just saying-
Crafting the idea of using the worm as a shield to then negotiate for us. To,
Oh yeah, and you like there were lots of times where you were less about like I'm gonna do a thing and more like I'm gonna keep the crew from blowing themselves up or like accidentally shooting somebody or shooting them on purpose.
That's
okay,
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
that all totally makes sense. Okay, so yeah, so for that, and you've been working on that one for the same amount of time. So take another 1,000 for that one.
Okay.
And cool. Okay. So yeah, let's roll for hit points and shit.
How do we
So-
do this again?
Yeah. Okay. So you roll your current level is the number of dice that you that you're rolling, and you're rolling the type of die based on your class. So
Oh.
are you level 5 now,
Yeah.
Higgs? Okay. So you're gonna roll. Do you have a Constitution modifier?
No. So I'm rolling 5d6.
Yeah, so you roll 5d6, and you can't get any. You can't go lower in hit points.
Okay. I have 21 current HP,
you have
so it's
21
going to be
now.
really
Okay.
hard to roll.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Yeah.
What about Wheat? What are you rolling?
5d4.
5d4.
What's your current HP?
My current HP is 11, so I actually have a pretty good chance of
You want to roll
beating that.
first?
Sure, fuck it.
Do it.
5d4 coming up. Wait, where's
Yeah.
my roll? 20. Fuck, there it is. Okay.
20.
Roll, dude. That would be fucking amazing, Geoff. That
Nail
would
it.
be goddamn
Nail it.
amazing.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't get
I'm
any
dragging to
more HP
roll the
until level
dice.
10.
Come on, motherfucker. Where is the dice? Why is it not
There
rolling?
they are.
I saw some
Pretty
fours.
good.
15.
Pretty
Fuck
good.
yeah! I'm not
So
just
pretty-
gonna die instantly anymore.
That's
I'm so
really
fucking
good.
excited right now.
Pretty good.
God damn it.
Nice work.
All right, current HP is 21 on the
yes.
character sheet. I don't know why it says 19. But there was always some issue with that. I need to fix the stats. I actually haven't updated the stats page in, I think, about 15 weeks. So
Yeah, you haven't had to. So
it's been a while. All right, here's my 5
this is gonna be a lot tougher to do as well.
Higher than 22. Yeah.
Good luck.
24, not
There you go. You
bad.
got 2 more hit points. You improved.
It's not a bad roll. Wow, if I would have gone
Holy
better on that
shit.
too, that would have been an amazing roll.
Yep.
That's a hell of a roll.
That is
Yeah,
really
5,
good
6,
roll.
5, 6, and 2. It only just seems low because Higgs's last hit point roll was so high.
Yeah, my last roll was insane.
Yeah, you tend to like
Yeah.
plateau pretty quickly in terms of because you just keep the dice just keep going up. Yeah, it tends towards max level the closer you get
I'm just gonna update the graphics now.
or
real
max
quick.
hit point.
No one else leveled up.
Nope, doesn't sound like
I
it.
don't think I did.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can check. If you did, we'll bump you up at the beginning of the next one.
I will need to double check my PowerPoint calculations with you in between shows just to make sure I'm right.
Okay.
Because that shit is cray-cray.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Max HP is 24. What about you, Peon? It's now 14.
15, man.
15. And
Wheat
then,
is as excited as Blastoise kid. Fuck yeah, I am.
Eric, I'm finally gonna fix her home world. What's her home world?
Sigrid.
Sigrid. Okay. That's about 30 weeks late. And I think we're good. So I'll go ahead and save that. Let's do some shout outs in the meantime. Wheat, start us off.
God damn it. I am so excited now. I have unlocked 2 more things. I can't wait to find out what the rest of the team is unlocking. Well, I guess in terms of, I don't know if you guys get anything special when you unlock, but I know Steven will.
Skill
Um,
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get skill points, I think.
Oh my God, that's right. I get skill points.
Oh,
too.
and
Holy
everything gets
fuck.
upgraded for the
Wait,
next
I get
level.
5 skill points now, don't I?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yes. Okay.
Also, that
I'm
means
really excited.
every one of my rolls now is on the second tier. What
Higgs,
is AB?
Sorry, JP. I just want you to know that I got forced outcome, which is a level 5 precog
Yeah.
that lets me manipulate the immediate future, and so I can decide the outcome of any one simple random event in my presence.
Nice.
So just think about the fun that we are going to have with this.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you Friday for Twitch Weekly.
Oh, right.
I'll be streaming some Overwatch. If JP can
Hold
bother
on.
me enough,
You want to play
maybe
on I got to do 2 12-hour streams on Thursday. You want to play on Thursday?
I'm in.
Okay.
I'll be
play.
playing Overwatch
What?
with JP. And
2
only if
12-hour
Vinny can
streams?
play too.
Yeah. Instead of
Yep.
doing 1 24-hour stream, I'm splitting them up to 2 12 hours.
So you can be like, you can just hear, can someone take care of that Bastion? That Bastion hates me. That Bastion just wants me to die.
And then we'll put Mini Wheat into Street Fighter 5 and see how he fares.
All
That'll
right.
be good. That'll be good.
Thanks for watching, you guys.
Awesome stuff. All right, Steven, do us some shout outs.
Oh my god, this was maybe my favorite trio of episodes on Swan Song ever. The Legend of Brumpo Tungus. God damn. Not only did we get to do grade A fuckery, but also we got to succeed on our damn mission, which it's rare that we ever get to do both of those things, or either of them really. So yeah, that was awesome. You should follow me on the places online at the Silent Osiris. The O is a 0, and that's about it for me. Thanks for having awesome fun with us.
There you go. Jeffrey. John Vincent.
That's right.
Shout outs.
Thank you guys as always for tuning in. Always a blast. I have to agree. It is really fun doing the comedy and stuff, and I laughed a lot. This was really funny, and I expect there's going to be more. Just as always, if you haven't already, please consider following me on Twitter, EG.iNcontroL. And then I've been streaming a bunch, and we'll stream a lot as these guys do. Just looking for those follows, broskies and sisters. InControl TV is my channel on Twitch, which I think is right there. So just give it a clickerino and follow, and you'll know when I go live. Please and thank you.
There you go. Last but not least, Adam. Do some shout outs, sir.
I would love to. Thanks for coming. This has been silly. I really, you know, I feel there's this sense of both pride and loathing every time you succeed at anything. So it's been an emotional couple episodes for me. Congratulations on having all that money. I'm going to think about ways to put you further in debt next time we play.
Yep.
Yeah,
Love
I
me
knew that
some
was
Swan
coming.
Song. I do though. I want to say I'm really excited about the idea of exploring some of the other mysterious corners of the Swan Song universe sometime in the future.
Yeah.
So,
Jeff,
if,
when do you
if-
leave for Poland? What are the dates, Jeff?
They still haven't told me my flights, but
Okay.
I'll be gone next week.
Okay.
So the week after, I'm good to go for months.
Gotcha.
So if you haven't checked out JP's State of Roleplay video, go check it out. There's a little bit of stuff there about some neat stuff we're going to do Swan Song wise. So I'm really excited about that. And if you want to learn more about it, I'm sure I'll be talking about it on Twitter at Skinny Ghost. And as usual, you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Adam Koebel. I'm playing Dishonored now, and I think it might be time for another Swan Song GM turn. We'll see if I got time this weekend. Stick around for that.
There you go.
Word.
I kind of want to do like a what if Jeff was actually Brumpo Tungus? We just let that go for like an
If
episode.
there was
mean,
actually a Brumpo Tungus.
It'd be really easy because we could just start with like a bunch of Asins in a bar being like, well, I heard about Brumpo Tungus. And then we're just like,
Yeah, no, it could just be the four of us just doing. Well, I heard, and we just one up Brumpo Tungus stories.
Comedy
yeah,
show.
just four 1 hour or 3 1 hour like Brumpo stories.
So, PAX panel, JP?
Yeah, it got
The
approved.
Legend of Brumpo Tungus.
It got approved, but I don't know. I got to get them to change the times, and I actually don't know if I can say the times or that it was approved. So I'll just wait till I hear back from them about that.
Exciting.
But yeah, that's it. That's going to do it for the show. So that's all I got. I'll do the rest of my shout-outs afterwards. Thanks, everyone, for being here. We'll see you guys next week. Or probably not, actually. We'll see you in a
Maybe,
bit.
maybe though.
It depends. It depends.
Yeah.
We'll have to update you guys on Twitter once we know more. So we'll do that. Have a good one. We're out. Bye-bye.
Peace. Bye.